we haven't heard a lot. We haven't heard a lot. We haven't heard a lot about a couple people or some people, a few people.
Yeah, I
We've
heard a lot
heard
about some people though.
we've heard a lot about certain people. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. We are back. We are here. Um, we got some things to talk about. We definitely do. One of us can't. One of us has to not cover our face. I was about to say, there we go.
Nah,
One of us has to
what
show
what do you
full
what do
face.
you got on your face? Does it start with a C?
Um. Oh, a C?
Yeah,
What is what is that? The old man in the big C,
no,
the little man in the small C,
no. It could
the
also start with S.
oh
Yeah, it's
no
all over your face, buddy. Sorry.
no yeah no so yeah a couple episodes ago I was looking like I was Usher. I'm not, but it looked like it, and
I
I
wish I
don't
knew
like
some
that.
Usher songs.
Yeah, it would be Let It Burn. We could just fall. I guess I guess
Pause.
that doesn't really I guess that does kind of correlate with the
That's
with
true.
with the image being given
Hmm.
off. But either way, yeah, no. So as long as the face is gonna keep getting fucked up, we might as well cover it for time being. But
Sure.
we do have things to talk about.
Yeah.
Um, we got probably the biggest. I mean, at first I didn't really pay much mind to it in terms of like where it ranked, all time in trades.
Yeah, I mean, when you first see it, you're like, bigger things have happened, maybe.
Okay, well,
But
when
when it
you
comes
saw it,
to, huh?
when you saw it, your first reaction was, "This isn't real. This is
No,
fake."
it was immediate. We're just getting into it.
Oh yeah, we're
Okay,
absolutely getting
yeah.
into this Luka
Um,
AD trade.
no, yeah, it was immediate. It didn't make any sense. Yeah, I thought it was a fake. Then you see Shams tweeted it. It was
Hmm.
also a deal that was done. What was it? Fucking 11:30 or something
Yeah,
when
it was late.
reports went out.
It was late. It was sketchy because I guess nobody else knew about it. No other executives, had conversations about.
Did you see there was a video
What do you mean?
of a reporter like the day before it happened asked AD.
Oh,
He was like, "How do you think? Like, what do you want to do with the rest of your Lakers tenure?"
he's like, you saying it
And he's
like
like,
I'm.
"Sounds like I'm getting traded or something."
Yeah, well, see, I think he was just. I don't know. I think that was more of
Maybe
a
he knew, maybe he
coincidence.
didn't. Who knows? But
I don't know, that seemed like more of a coincidence thing because the question. I don't know. The
sure,
question to me didn't really come off. It seemed like more like AD knew the way he answered it
sure.
because I don't know. The question didn't seem like he was done. It was like,
No, the
yo,
the question to me seemed like what do you want to do before the end of the year type of deal, not like
end of the year, just before you hang it up,
before you leave
or
the
yeah,
Lakers.
if you ever do leave the Lakers, what do you want to what do you
Yeah.
want to what do you want them to remember? Either way, that's not the
What's
point.
but what's weird to me about this trade is that it's kind of like when the Diddy stuff happened. Stay with me. No one apparently no one knew about it. Apparently no one was fucking there for it. No one knew that this was happening, that was happening. LeBron didn't know. Luka didn't fucking know. Kyrie didn't. None of these fucking guys know. Fucking Mark didn't know.
Can we compare it to like anything else?
No, we're gonna compare it to that. It was just Rob Palinka and the other GM. Jason Kidd. They didn't tell Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was pissed. He was pissed.
I mean, okay. So here's the thing. Obviously, there's a lot of questions, narratives already being pushed. But here's the thing. Um, the first question is like I guess everybody asked was why, and I
Yeah,
mean Dallas pretty much came out. I mean they came out pretty quickly and said I'm gonna interpret what they said in my own words. It seemed like the Luca era reached their ceiling and or was over.
sure.
And they were concerned about his lack of defense and his lack of conditioning. Um, and look, okay, if you just said I have a player who's what fucking 270 pounds,
Sure.
6'7" or whatever.
Yeah.
He's playing 40 minutes a game, and his calves can't hold up.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like just that and he can't play defense. What if I could trade him for a dominant big that can score similar?
Wait, you said Luka was 270?
Luka's got to be. Luka's a big
Luka
boy.
is not 270.
How much do you think he weighs?
230.
Really?
Zion's 270, 280.
Yeah. Am I thinking of? Am I thinking of Zion?
Maybe. I think
New
Luka's like
alarming.
6'4", 230 maybe.
Luka's not 6'4". Luka's like
6'6".
6'7".
Is he 6'7"?
New alarming details leaked about Luka's weight after Lakers Mavericks trade. Let's see what this is.
Really?
Dallas believed Doncic's diet and lack of conditioning were major factors in the star's string of injuries. The Mavericks were motivated to move Doncic because of his constant conditioning concerns. There had been significant frustration with the organization about Doncic's lack of discipline regarding his diet and conditioning. Okay, he was listed at 230.
This seems like a cop-out. This seems like bullshit.
Okay, here. Doncic's weight is listed at 230, but the star was more than 30 pounds heavier this season. What'd I just say?
260.
What'd I just say?
Maybe 270.
His weight, when he reported to camp, his weight ballooned to the high 260s earlier this season.
All right. Here's the thing. Last year, they made the finals. Last year, we knew Luka couldn't play defense. This year, they come into the year. We know what problems they have. We know that they need a defensive guy. We know they need a big. What do?
Got Clay.
They go out and they get Clay, which they did not need at all. So for them to scapegoat Luka in this situation, you can build around Luka. They're acting like they can't build around Luka. They're thinking that this is the end of Luka just because he can't play defense because he.
Wait. Do you think the Lakers just built around Luka?
What?
I mean, what do you think the Lakers are doing with Luka right now? Like, do you think them? Okay. I'm just saying. You're taking away Anthony Davis. Okay. Just look at it.
I'm saying the Mavs could have built around Luka.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is look at it in both lens. The Mavericks, they get a dominant big in AD, who I think can score relatively close. I wouldn't say obviously the same
20
way,
30, man.
but now that he can move to the 4 and not worried about being anywhere near type of glass cleaner or he's gonna have Daniel Gafford at the 5. So like he said, he wanted to run the 4. He needs a 5. He got it.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to eat a lot more offensively and not have to hold up at the 5 defensively. You got Kyrie running it. You got PJ Washington at the 3, and then you got Clay at the 3. I mean, PJ at the 3, and then you got Clay on the wing. Who's just give me that.
Spot up.
I mean, I think that is a. And then who do you, I mean? There's what what? You got Max Christie, Spencer Dinwiddie, Najee Marshall, Dante Exum, Dwight Powell. A lot of depth on the bench. There's a lot of depth on Dallas's bench.
Wait, no. Did they send Christie?
No, they got Christie.
They got Christie.
They got Max Christie came with AD. And they still have Dinwiddie, and then they got depth. That's a win now move.
Relative depth, yeah.
Relative depth. Okay, go to the Lakers.
Sure.
They
don't even have a starting 5 that's usable.
I don't know if I need to say
in
this
a real world.
I don't know if I need to say this now or just get everything off my chest and then say this, but I don't think the Lakers won this trade.
Now, hear me out. What if we look down the road?
Okay.
Brown's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have Luka. You don't have a 35-year-old AD.
Okay.
I think that they can do something.
With what?
If they sign Luka to a big extension, then good on them.
Do something with what?
Huh?
Do something with what?
Luka. Like you have Luka if you're able to sign him for a few years.
Okay, so the player who came in 30 pounds heavier and is dealing with calf strain injury or calf injuries because of that. Mind you, if this was
He's
Zion
25 years old.
and if this was Zion, we'd be burning him. We'd be crucifying him right now. And now you're
Because
saying 5 years down the line when he's 30, and I'm sure we'll care a lot more about his weight and diet. Is gonna what?
so you're out on Luka completely because he can't control his weight a little bit.
If that seems to be the
I
way,
don't think the Mavericks are a good gauge of who's going to be successful down the road.
if okay, here's my thing. If you want to go 5-6 years in the future, okay, we can do that. If you want to talk about gauging any situation, they fumbled the entire LeBron era in LA. And
Of course.
LeBron is 40 years old, plays better defense, and still might be even better offensively. And they still, haven't been able to build around him. So to think a couple years down the line, they're gonna figure out how to build around Luka. I don't see that happening. Sure, maybe. I mean, like the problem with I had with the Lakers is Luka and LeBron. It's cool, bro. It's a fantasy duo. It's a very clout move.
Yeah,
It's a very clout like
it's a
move.
real LA type of move.
And it tells me either LeBron is retiring sooner than we thought or leaving LA sooner than we thought,
Second one.
or if they
Wait, when's the trade deadline? LeBron can still get traded.
we got till the 6th, so we got till Thursday. Thursday at like I think Thursday at some time
Yeah.
PM, whatever. The thing is, if this is their idea of building around LeBron, you took away AD, who I don't care what the media is trying to push. I don't think LeBron wanted that. I don't think he wanted AD to go.
Now, CBS put out a report that said that LeBron wanted AD out, and we know
Yeah,
how
and
bad CBS is. It's CBS and Bleacher
okay,
Report are
okay.
the two worst.
I mean,
So we know how bad. But no, Bron came out and was like, "That's not the case."
yeah, that's what I saw about
So I
LeBron was
mean,
like, no,
I think in all reality, I don't think Bron was involved in this.
no,
I think
not
it
at all.
was just the stupidity of Rob Pelinka. But I mean, at the same time, it's like if Bron was involved in the past 4 or 5 years with the Lakers, then that hasn't really helped either. But
But people are gassing this move. Like people are gassing this move,
to
and
me, on either side, I don't feel like they're. I mean, it's cool that the Mavs have a solid lineup now, but it doesn't feel like it's an upgrade really.
doesn't fit. What?
A little bit, but
How
not
does it
really.
not feel like an? I mean, okay, bro. Okay, so you're going to
Well,
get
because you're relying on Klay Thompson playing well and
no. You're
starting all the
okay.
time.
Oh, whoa, hold on, hold on, hold on. Can we? That's like the third or fourth thing on their list.
You're relying on
No,
Kyrie
it's like we
shooting well
get
as
we
well.
get we get Kyrie full on floor general. Don't have to share ball control with Luka, and then you get possibly more shots with Clay, whether that's good or bad. You get to let AD cook at the 4. You get to have the fucking Kyrie and which people are talking about Luka and LeBron. Kyrie and AD is a crazy duo.
Yeah,
That is a ridiculous duo. If we would have
sure.
said a couple years ago that is a ridiculous duo. If they stay healthy, phenomenal duo. And I mean, and like I said, he wanted a 5. He's got his 5 now. He doesn't have to worry about playing his center. I mean, this is way better in terms of win now and their chances of being contenders in the next year or 2 or 3 or however long. The Lakers, this is a setup for the future. We got
Mm.
Luka. Hopefully we can build around them. But
Yeah.
as of
To
right
me,
now,
this isn't like a. This is like, oh, this is our chance to get Luka. Why
but
not?
it's like, okay, you got the two most ball dominant players in the league that are going to
Dwight
be on
Howard.
the no,
Sorry.
that are going to be on the court at the same time.
Yeah.
One in Luka Doncic, who's going to have to just find his shots and not play defense. You're going to have LeBron James at 40 years old giving his absolute all.
Yep.
And you're going to have average to decent shooters and Dorian
And
Finney-Smith.
guess what? They still need a center.
Well, okay, they're running with what? Jackson Hayes and Markieff Morris at the
Yeah.
5 now. and then they're gonna
Whatever.
mix in, I guess, Rui at the 4. You're gonna have decent to average shooters.
Is
You have
Rui hurt still or no?
he's still hurt, and then Dorian Finney-Smith, Austin Reeves. I mean, what you're gonna start throwing Gabe Vincent in
Yeah.
more and utilizing him at the wing? I mean, what are we doing? I'm telling you, it's not going to work out, and I'd be surprised if they made it past the second round. And I think that's I I don't know
I think that's
why
fair.
everybody thinks this is it. All right, here we go, Luka and LeBron, and I get it. Like, no, there's gonna be some cool like highlight, like there's gonna be
There's
some
gonna be cool
cool,
shit.
there's
Yeah,
gonna be like some cool TikToks made about it,
sure.
but in terms of like, I don't know. LeBron's gonna be burnt out. LeBron is just. Here's the thing. I'm not some.
It's also weird just seeing like I'm not sure Luka wants to be there.
I don't know
I
if
mean
Luka wants to be there.
he'll try to play, but like you said, he's still hurt or still dealing with injuries. I'm not sure he's gonna feel as motivated to play for this team, whether that means anything or not. He's still gonna try to play, but to me the most upsetting thing, the most disappointing thing is just that like we have our the up and coming stars,
Mm,
and the majority of them are still on the same team that they started with, or at least the same team they got good on, like SGA. Never did anything with the Clippers or whatever.
mm.
But then now you trade Luka, and now it's gonna start this inevitable fucking rolling
Oh,
effect of just
oh
people
yeah.
leaving.
Well, I mean, GMs are pissed. There's gonna be way more secret conversation. Way more. Hey, yo, you
Of
what you
course.
got? What you want for him?
Hey, you're actually
What you want
looking
for
to
him?
make shitty
Um,
trades to help our team out.
but I don't know. I don't have trust in the Lakers being able to build around Luka in the future. And here's the thing: I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm not some
No,
huge LeBron fan, but I am definitely not a fan of wasting LeBron's time that he has left in the NBA.
yeah,
So whether this is a win now situation for Luka in the future, or excuse me, a win situation, a
win future situation for Luka.
win in the future situation for the Lakers and Luka, or a win now situation for Dallas. This is a waste of LeBron's time. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, we drafted Bronny and we're doing this shit, but let's, make sure we really hammer home this roster by the deadline.
but to do this
Um,
mid-season, and it's like something that they've never done, which is or never done effectively, which is add important pieces during the season. Someone were to get injured, or if AD wants to move to the 5 or a 4 or whatever, they haven't been able to add anybody. If they've only gotten rid of and misused Westbrook, um, never really got any shooters, and their shooters are here and there. Austin
mhm.
Reeves can shoot once a month apparently. Um, so yeah, to make this trade midseason, I don't know. It
and
seems like a kick in the pants to like
and something people aren't
most
bringing up,
sides.
with the AD thing. I mean, and just the just him filling in Luca's shoes. You let AD cook at the 4 healthy, I think
Yeah,
he can score as much and as efficient as Luca. Why are we there,
I'm on.
bro? It's Anthony fucking
You're
Davis.
right.
Why are we pretending like this isn't like, oh, maybe he like, no, this is
Well,
Anthony
AD's
Davis.
also going to get a lot more looks. Like
He's
Kyrie
in.
is going to be able to get that shit to him a lot more often.
But him going from the most I guess useful 5
Yeah,
that the Lakers have, and also expecting the most out of him on the offensive side of the ball,
yeah,
to having Daniel Gafford at the 5 and him being able to cook at the 4,
yeah.
it's gonna be an
That'll be cool.
I think Dallas won this trade. I really think they did. I really think they did.
Yeah,
I
and
really
I
think they
mean
did.
AD came out and said he was like, yeah, I'm excited. Whatever. Like he didn't seem to or as broken up about it as Luka did. I bet Luka's pissed because he knows he's not going to do anything with his team.
Well, that's
Um,
yeah. I
and
think
I would
AD.
imagine LeBron feels the same way. AD's like, yeah, I get to play in the 4. I get to play with Kyrie. I get to play on a new team and
I
in a new setup. I
I
think it's
think a
cool for AD.
I think a game or two in, AD is gonna be like, all right, yep, yep,
For
I'm okay with this.
but
Luca's gonna be like, wait. I don't get 30 touches.
yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
getting
I
30
don't
touches.
know what Luka's contract situation is, which would
I
I
could
don't know
fact
if he
check
signed
Luka's
recently or if he
contract
hasn't
for
signed or
you.
whatever, but
Luka signed a 5 year in. When did he sign his 5 year? He signed his 5 year. His player option is in the 2026-2027 year. So, a couple years.
he's a Laker.
Yeah, he's a Laker.
Damn,
He's a Laker. He's set.
that's crazy.
That man is a Laker. But I think Dallas won a trade. I don't know if that is a hot take. It seems like it kind of is.
I mean,
To the media, I guess.
I think that the LeBron Luka situation has more potential to surprise us, but AD is definitely a plug and play type of guy. He can go in there and honestly, I think for AD's career, I mean, the past, I mean, ever since he's been with the Lakers, it's been Bron and AD. It's not really AD's show. It's like AD got hurt and ruined Bron's season. Blah, 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 blah. No, this is
Mm-hmm.
AD's team now. This is AD and Kyrie together.
And with Luka and LeBron, unless something dramatically changed in either one of their play styles,
Yeah.
it's like yeah, they can cook together, but they seem like two guys that you would want to separately build around opposed
Yes.
to putting together.
Yes.
Like
It
this would
seems
have
like
to
it seems like
be.
if you put Luka and Jokic on the same team, it's like two guys trying to do the same type of thing.
And I'm like in my eyes, I would say the most you'd get is honestly putting the ball in Luka's hands,
Yeah.
and then and then you because I mean it's
Having
crazy
Luka run the
it's
floor a little
crazy to
bit.
say, but you just got 40-year-old freight train LeBron running around, getting looks. I mean it's probably the best option.
Yeah.
I mean it's not gonna be the other way around.
No.
I don't.
Luka can't play off the ball.
Luka's never been in. Yeah, I mean, what are we? And that's the
Luka's
thing.
got zero off the ball. He's
And
not
are
moving.
we gonna
Also,
waste?
260. He's not
Are,
doing shit.
are we gonna waste time experimenting? Are we
Yeah.
gonna waste time trying?
We're gonna have
It's,
Luka running side to side on. Yeah.
Dallas won a trade. That Dallas won a trade. Dallas
As
might have
of
won a
right now,
trade.
yes. I
I
think
think
this
they won a
year
trade.
now Dallas is what the 9 seed, LA's the 5.
They're like 2 wins apart.
But
They're
yeah,
not.
it's
Yeah,
not
they're
that
not.
far off. Nah,
Mm, Dallas has a few more losses, but they're only like 2 wins apart.
okay,
I checked it like last night. They're close.
okay, but
Either way,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, to me, it's kind of annoying, just for like wanting to see the next 10 years of basketball.
mhm.
I mean, now Luke is gonna. I mean, depending on how well shit goes in LA, he's either staying or he's not. There's probably a pretty high probability he's not gonna stay. So I don't know. We'll see. But I mean,
Yeah.
before that, I mean, it was everyone was on the teams that they were drafted by. Giannis is on the Bucks. Tatum and Brown are still on the Celtics. You got guys. Jokic is a Nugget. Embiid's a Sixer still. It's like everyone stayed.
But Luca needs to treat the Lakers almost like if you started dating somebody that you knew cheated in the past.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Because
No, for sure.
okay, because I mean like what
This is a standoffish type of situation.
well and that's the problem. You're going into this like all right, like y'all tricked like y'all you didn't trick, but y'all
Y'all are
finessed me
sneaky
over here.
fuckers.
Y'all some sneaky motherfucker. I didn't even know about this, and I'm
Exactly.
not gonna know if y'all are shopping me next
But now
year.
it's like what do they tell him?
Hey, welcome to the team.
But no, it's like what really is their plan? It's
We're
just to put the two on the same team together,
you're a
and then that's
Laker.
it.
I mean, maybe behind closed doors, it's like, hey,
You're the future.
this is LeBron's team, but you're our guy, and probably something like that. I would imagine
Yeah.
something like that. But all right,
But people kept posting the video of Luka after Luka holding a beer, and then
mm,
somebody, I think it was like the VP, took it out of his hand and then just walked away. This is like last year when they made
oh,
the Western
oh.
Conference Finals. He was celebrating, and they stole his beer from his hand. Or no, when they made the finals, I think.
Oh, bro, don't need to be drinking all that beer. I mean, if he's coming in 30
What's
pounds
weird is that no
overweight,
one like we hear about the Zion stuff on a weekly basis.
yeah,
We don't hear about
and we
Luka
need to give Luca the
back.
same shit.
Yeah, no, it's fair, but I mean,
Like, no, here's
it's not on us. We didn't hear about it. They weren't telling us that he's fat and out of
and
shape and drinks too much or whatever.
and this is why Zion almost gets away with it a little easier. It's like it's kind of the the Anthony Richardson thing. It's like we don't know what we're
Exactly,
gonna be able to get out of you. It's
exactly.
like we've seen spurts,
You're still running off potential.
but you still got and you know what? Luka made a finals, and Dallas still moved on from Luka quicker than New Orleans moved on from Zion. Why? Zion ain't getting traded. Zion's gonna be a Pelican after February 6th. Guarantee it.
Yeah, no, but
Guarantee it.
whenever that contract's up, he's like, I don't think he wants to be a Pelican.
I don't think
And
I don't think Zion wants to be in the NBA, but he's just like it's like cool. It's like why
I
not?
I heard him do an interview about back to backs.
Yeah,
He answered a question about back to backs, and he was
he
like,
said
"If I
I.
could play, I would. But I work for the Pelicans. It's like you're fat, you fucking idiot.
He
If
does
you
sound
could,
like
you
that.
would. You'd stop eating Popeye's biscuits. You dumb dildo.
He does sound exactly like that. All right,
Jesus Christ.
let's talk about
Now he
different.
did look more fit in that video. I'm not.
Well, no, I mean I think Zion's in better shape.
He looks like he's in better shape,
I
but
think he is in better shape.
but if I was the Pelicans and I'm what 11-32, you don't need to be playing back to backs. We don't care.
No,
I want you to play
yeah.
the length of a season. You don't have to play
Oh,
82 games, but play for the whole season. Don't get
oh,
hurt.
well, no, fuck that. I mean, if we're winning, play back to backs, maybe.
Yeah, if we're 14th in the conference, fuck no, you're not playing.
DeJounte Murray just tore his Achilles. They're probably getting Bi out of there. I mean, they need
Yeah,
a tank. New Orleans need a tank.
Dejounte weighs about a
Buck
buck
50.
12. Yeah, and this motherfucker's tearing his Achilles.
But
Zion's
all
got
right.
a strong Achilles, man.
Somebody that we need to talk about, or I guess a situation that we need to talk about. So something that I guess I don't know. I don't know if it was surprising. Maybe Lakers. We're done talking about the Lakers for now. The Rams. The Rams are shopping Cooper Kupp.
Yes.
He is not going to be a Ram next year. They pretty much. I mean, he pretty much came out and was like,
Well,
no. He pretty much came out and said goodbye to the Rams and was like, I don't want this,
sure,
but it's happening. Like he's out of
sure.
he's out of there. And I feel like they kind of hinted at it, a couple like a week or two ago. But now it's like okay, he's on the block. He's getting shopped. Landing spots. Teams that
Yeah,
need him.
I thought. I mean, I don't know. I get he wants to stay or whatever, but for
I,
them,
why
like,
leave?
cause, huh?
Why get rid of him though?
This is the last year that he'll have some trade value.
Then why keep Matthew Stafford?
True.
I'm saying like, okay, so we're gonna keep old Matt Stafford, who still got it, and we're gonna get rid of one of his we're gonna get rid of a receiver that he has like great chemistry with.
True.
For what? Because I mean you're not getting I don't know. I mean this ain't the
No,
NBA.
his trade value is not. Yeah, that's the problem. It's like his trade value is not high enough for who his replacement would be if they
Exactly.
are looking to replace him.
Yeah, well, see, okay. Now there are the only thing is it's like if you look at who's going to be available, T Higgins, they're apparently he's estimated to get like 30 mil. He's going
Is
to
he
be
not a free agent?
he's a free agent.
Yeah.
He's going to be getting an absolute bag somewhere.
So I mean, they could
Um
utilize him and sign somebody, but I would just keep.
but I'm saying the next best free agent at wide receiver is Chris Godwin. So we're comparing Chris Godwin to Cooper Kupp.
Chris Godwin, who's not leaving.
He could, but
I doubt it.
that's the thing. It's like it's kind of hard to even talk about replacements for Cooper Kupp. I'd rather I got some landing spots for Cooper Kupp, but replacement wise, I have no clue. I don't know what
Yeah,
Puka and
no.
Tutu. Puka and Tutu, I guess, is the wave they're gonna
Draft.
ride. I guess, but okay. Obviously, first team Cincinnati because T Higgins is out of there.
Yeah,
After they came out, he's estimated to get a $30 million contract. It's like okay, Bros.
No, well, yeah. Not only is he going to get a contract, but he's going to be able to try to make a name for himself. Because
Oh, fuck a name. He's getting paid.
no, of course, but no. I
Fuck
mean,
a
the
name.
reason he wants out is one of the. All right, you're right.
Sure,
He's
I
getting
get.
paid.
Yeah, no,
They're
yeah,
not going to.
make a
The
name.
Bengals aren't paying him 30.
He can go, try to make another Super Bowl with the Bengals and make a name. He's getting paid.
No, but it's. I mean, it's Joe and Jamar. We don't talk about team much.
Okay, but why are you getting that much money if you haven't already made a name for yourself? Like, I mean, he's the number one targeted free agent. People want him. People
For
want him.
sure.
He's got a name. So Cincinnati, obviously, they could trade for Cooper Kupp because if you're going to replace T. Higgins, at least try to get somebody, a vet who you don't have to come in and worry about maybe building a connection between him and their quarterback. It's just maybe just an easier transition compared to a rookie or a journeyman that didn't get a lot of time on the field the season
Yeah.
prior. Wouldn't be the worst idea.
Yeah.
Houston, no Tank Dell. Diggs is a free agent. Don't know what they're doing with him.
Diggs came back.
Well, he's
I
still a
don't even know
free
why I
agent
said
though.
he's still on the team. No, he's a free agent.
He's a free
I
agent.
said like he came back and watched the playoff game.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was because he was on the roster still.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he was there, I guess.
Yeah, he was there with Tank Dell, who's I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old asshole, but you're there in crutches. You gotta like get dressed up and put chains on and shit.
Yeah, you do.
Whatever.
Oh God, you sound like a
I know
grandfather.
it sounded so fucking bad, dude.
God,
That's on
you
me.
fucking putting on your chains and
Yeah, no, that's on
God
me.
damn it! I just want to see Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That was racist. It wasn't racist, but no, that sounded like
No,
some
it
fucking
sounded.
98-year-old grandfather.
Yeah, it's not you. Yeah, you sounded.
Guys wearing freaking boots and
Got why why do you got a crutch and a chain on?
got a
And it's
Gucci jacket
stupid.
on or something. Yeah, no, that was rough. My bad. Sorry, Tank. Wear whatever you want. I apologize.
Yeah,
Fuck.
no. Shout out to Tank, bro. You honestly,
No, dude. Honestly, good
yeah,
on him that he's getting injured and still checking out his, making sure he's
yeah. Fuck
fashionable.
that. No, okay. Yeah, no. If Jameis can dance around and air guitar with his
I agree.
crutch, Tank Dell can wear a couple bust downs with his fucking crutch. It's fine. It's okay. His knee was absolutely destroyed a week prior, so it's all right. But
yeah, spend it
Houston,
while you can.
great, could be a great spot for.
Yeah.
I mean, just the fact you got CJ going into his third
Well,
year.
and I think giving a young CJ a pretty
Had a sophomore slump.
yeah, relative.
He had a sophomore slump. He had a sophomore slump, bro. If you had straight A's your freshman year,
And then you get two B's. It's not like he had fucking D's on his report card.
No. I mean, hey, bro, D or two, he dropped that GPA down.
He didn't have a D or two.
You don't know.
Maybe he had a few C's. It don't matter. But no, you give him an experienced receiver who can run crazy routes and just be open all the time. Cool. But for Coop, you're going to a team that throws the ball a lot. So
I mean, it's just not similar. It's kind of similar to just the Burrow thing. It's like you can go in, won't have to worry about much problems with building chemistry, and you're giving CJ Stroud, a veteran, just how you gave him. I mean, if you were able to get him and Diggs back, I mean, you got two veteran receivers.
Yeah.
Who, I mean, now we're really cooking.
Now, if they were to get one, it's voice crack. If they were to get one, who would you take? Diggs or Coop?
If Diggs can make a full recovery, and still be Diggs,
Diggsy,
Stephon Diggs.
Sure.
I mean, a year before. I mean, this is kind of like right before Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles, he was Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Yeah.
Like right before. I mean, the year before. I mean, when Diggs
they got a real shot at making the AFC Championship. Aaron Rodgers.
When Diggs went to Houston, made it over to Houston, it was like, oh shit. Like this is an upgrade. Like they're locked in. They're locked
Plus
in this
Mixon.
year. Plus Mixon. I mean, we were hyping it up. So I don't think if if last year they're picking up Cooper Kupp instead of Diggs, we're gassing it up as much. I think it's
Well, I
hype.
mean, with knowing what we know now, coming off of a sophomore slump, yeah, it's not that cool to. But I think worst case scenario is, which is very possible, is getting neither.
Yeah, well, no, I think if they're not in the if they're not in the race for Cooper, I think they're probably throwing,
They're probably
putting a
throwing a
lot
lot
of
of money.
they're putting a lot of
I mean,
eggs in the Diggs
I think
basket,
it's
probably.
probably pretty rare that they'll get both.
Yeah,
But they can. I think they can trade away a guy like a
but
Damian Pierce.
bro, but their receiving. I mean, their receiving room is so depleted. If there was any team to get both, it'd probably
Would
be
would
them.
would you give up Nico to get both?
No,
No.
no. I mean, this is a 1 year shot because we're getting Tank back the next year. We're probably
Yeah.
not, and then we'll get rid of somebody.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's
No.
definitely.
For
I think they
yeah.
should definitely. I think phone calls should be made at least. There should be
Sure.
some conversations.
Yeah. Talk about it, but throw a
He
bag of Diggs and call it a day.
he said he didn't want to leave L.A. He could go to the Chargers.
Hey, good.
Chargers need a receiver.
They'll He could cause some recruiting violations.
Probably not. No recruiting.
No, they don't do that much in the NFL.
He won't have to move. He won't
He
have to.
won't have
He
to
won't.
move.
He won't have to do any. He won't have to worry about a thing. And he's later in his career. Maybe that's attractive. Maybe
Yeah.
he's like, I don't got to worry about shit. I
No.
can just.
I get to drive to the same workplace every day.
Same stadium,
Well,
just a different
I
practice
would imagine that
facility.
they're. Yeah, it's probably a
Different
block away.
facility, but same place every Sunday, every
Yeah.
other Sunday, whatever the fuck.
Whatever Sunday it is, yes.
And they need it. I mean, these are three teams that Jamar Chase is an outlier, but besides that, these are three teams that could use it. That could use him. I mean, this isn't just
Yeah.
the Patriots have a lot of money, so he can go there. I mean,
Sure.
this is like no, like they could use him.
Yes.
Um,
But I mean, they can also trade away a few shit receivers for him.
Chargers.
Yeah.
Oh well, you see, there's this guy. Here we'll play an early guess the athlete. He wears number
Okay.
one. He wears number one on the Chargers. He's the first ever player to have no hands at all. His appendages just two nubs. And somehow I don't know, 2.5% catch rate probably. I don't know.
2.5.
Yeah, but you would think he had hands. Like it looks like he has them, but he doesn't.
Sure.
It's like when people who have nubs or they're like cut off. I don't know why I keep calling it nubs. It sounds
Yeah,
offensive.
you keep nubbing it up.
It sounds
dude.
offensive, but when people are
Probably is.
what's a different word for
Thumps.
when people are stumped.
Yeah.
Like it's like when people are stumped. Like when they can still feel the pain of their extremity.
Yes.
It's kind of like that. Like you can still see Quentin Johnson's. That's the answer. You can still see Quentin
I
Johnson's
was aware.
hands. You can still see them, but
you
they're not
you
there.
can yes.
I
Yes.
think it's that.
He
He's
is-
got one of those
It's
disorders.
ghost hands. Yeah.
Ghost hands. But yeah, you could trade him. Perfect. Now, there's a thing. That's
No
like,
one wants him.
again, no, that'd be like real disrespectful. If I'm the
Yeah,
Rams,
it's
I'd
like
fuck
like-
you.
yeah.
I'd rather get into. I'm picking up Antonio
Like
Brown.
trading Luka for Bronny.
I'm picking up Antonio Brown before I'm trading for Quentin Johnson. I'm sorry.
It's a real shit. Like people talk about Kaepernick not being in the league. It's a real shame AB's not in the league.
It is an absolute shame. Maybe he's not in the league because he.
But it's also like he keeps calling people the C word, so it's probably not that cool.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's calling a lot of people a lot of things, and he's doing a lot of. He's a guy. He's a guy. He's definitely.
He's got his own avenues.
He's got his
with,
own, the CTESPN and stuff.
CTESPN is
it's
it's booming right now, dude. Business is booming, dude.
I'll say he is creative. I'll say he's definitely creative.
That's a good word.
Speaking of AB, Pittsburgh, we all know they were all in trying to trade for Ayuk. They had a package set up. They had it, on the table. Didn't go through. So they're probably going to make a move for a receiver. And whether
Higgins, no?
No chance. Not
No.
$30 million? No, dude, no, absolutely not.
You're right.
Whether you love or hate George Pickens, he needs somebody to take some pressure off of him.
He
He
does.
can't. He can't handle it. Like
And maybe a seasoned vet who can teach him the ropes a
and,
little bit.
and I'm not even trying to hate on Pickens, but it's like he genuinely like I don't think in this I don't know if he's just mature enough to handle all of this pressure, and it's all on you, bro. It's like
Sure.
this is the Pittsburgh Steelers. This isn't the Jaguars where the fan base is kind of like, you're
They
good, I guess. Like it's
don't
cool.
give a
It's like no,
fuck.
we expect excellence
Every
at the
year.
receiver position. Mike
Yes.
Tomlin, receivers. I mean, there's
Eh,
I don't know. It's no.
eh.
Uh, what are we in for? When Claypool was there, it was, oh my God, look at this Canadian fucker.
Oh,
He's
you're
so
right.
good. When Juju Smith-Schuster was there, it was like, wow, he's making TikTok
Forgot
dances
about
and going on
AB
us.
and
When
all those
AB was
guys.
there, it was, wow, look at him. Oh my God, he's burning his feet off in Vegas.
Who was
I mean,
toe drag swag?
who else do we have to talk about? I mean, it's just who the fuck is Marcus Wheaton? Like, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like they
Oh,
ball. They ball.
the guy who did weed. Martavis
Uh,
Bryant.
did weed? Shut the fuck up.
Guy
But
did
yeah,
so
no,
much weed he got kicked
Martavius
out of the
Bryant.
NFL.
But it's like, shout out to Josh Gordon. But it's just
Seattle Sea Dragons or whatever they're called.
receiver excellence. Pittsburgh,
Sure.
they could use it. I don't know if they're going to be able to make that move or are really even going to try to be in the Cooper Kupp sweepstakes. But they
Is
could
there a
be.
receiver you think that they're going to go after?
There was a receiver.
You think they make Quentin Johnson good? They may Chase Claypool look good.
Yeah, I mean, they made what? Mike Williams good? Van Jefferson? Bro, they make
Van,
receivers good. Stop
I don't know.
playing. Stop playing. Well, Van Jefferson, he was pretty he
He's
was
okay.
okay with the Rams.
Yeah.
He was okay with the Rams. So I mean, but either way, if you could take a decent receiver and he'll look better
Even
as a Steeler.
Senior Ghost Hands, Mr.
Even
Stubbs.
I think Ghost Hands could go over there and make a name for himself.
Yeah.
maybe grow some hands back. Tampa. We brought up Tampa because Chris Godwin could, because like I said, besides T Higgins, I mean he's a receiver that the bag might just be good enough for him to say goodbye to Tampa. And
yeah, but I don't know. Something tells me he's staying. Because I thought Mike would leave. Mike's older.
Did we think he was going to leave? I don't think we thought he was going to leave.
I don't think Chris Godwin's going to. I think the two of them are going to stay together. Now, granted, they're not going to win another Super Bowl, but don't shrug.
Dude, I don't know.
Baker's cool. They're not winning.
Washington was just in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, and if the Bucks make it, they're losing too. So, it is what it is. We were trying to think of like a good name for what we were. We were the sacrificial lamb.
Washington?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think that was okay. Sure.
It's like it would have been a lot harder to convince fans that this is such conspiracy, just jargon. This is nonsense. But no, it would be harder to convince fans that the Eagles could smoke the Lions
than y'all.
than us.
Maybe I don't think many.
But we beat the Lions, so it doesn't make any sense actually. Goodell's got it down to the science.
But Chris Godwin, the
I mean,
would be good enough. And this is another person who's later in his career, because if Cooper Kupp's a free agent, it's like, all right, who's giving me the best bag? Like I'm already a Super Bowl champ. I've already done what I've done. It's like, let me get a bag. And I think
now the staying in LA thing is probably gonna make a lot of sense. Like Luka apparently bought a $15 million home, like right before, less than a month ago. You know what sucks is that they probably everyone that he talks to on a daily basis is working up this trade. Has been working up the trade while he's buying that house. And they're like, yeah, go ahead, yeah, great. I love the kitchen.
Am I a piece of shit for like as soon as I like went like and then like in my head
I don't care.
Well, no, it was like, dude, he's so rich. Like I don't.
Yeah, who cares?
Care.
Just like, leave the house there.
It's like, dude, you're gonna turn into an Airbnb and you're gonna make more money than you would if you sold it. Like I don't feel bad for you at all. Actually, I don't.
I gotta
go play with LeBron. Like
no, yeah, exactly. But no, it's the principle of like he went through the process to buy a house, and everyone knew that he was buying a house and wanted to stay there. Like it's when you buy a house somewhere, it means that you're planning on staying
Oh yeah, no, I don't think he had any plans on leaving anytime
there. No,
soon. Especially if he buys a $15 million house. That's
exactly.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Miami. Only reason I put Miami on there is because if Tyreek truly wants out, it's an option. I mean, it is. It's a conversation. It's a phone call. Hey, obviously the Rams getting fucking Tyreek Hill. That's a. You
they
want to
have
talk
to
about it? You
throw
want
in
to talk
some
about?
else.
You want to talk about a steal? You want to talk about a fleece?
That's a
You
real
swap.
flex.
You swap Cooper for Tyreek. Yeah, no. Matt Stafford's gonna have his retirement tour, looking pretty
No,
pretty.
for real. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think Cooper Cup is gonna want to go spend the rest of his prime with Tua throwing him the football. Kind of the reason
Uh,
why Tyreek wants out, you know.
yeah,
So it's like why? Why would I do that? Why would I do that to
yeah.
myself? I'm not gonna do that
It's
to
funny
myself.
that like Tua is not. I don't know. Tua's position is probably the most annoying. Just because it's like everyone knows he shouldn't be there, but they keep saying that he should be there, and yeah, I don't know. It
And
sucks.
and I know I shit on like hindsight perspective, like makes you think you're smarter than you really are, but I
We
feel
said this
like,
beforehand.
but I do feel like a lot of people, like when Hertz was subbed out for Tua in that championship
Of
game,
course, of course.
like and threw that touchdown, they won. Like even at that moment, it was like you're not better than Jalen Hurts. Like you're not.
No,
I don't.
for
I
real.
don't. know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. Like I didn't. It's like you didn't
Now,
feel. You didn't feel
once
it.
once Tua won, I think there was like just a mass amount of hype for Tua over
Yeah.
Hurts and a ton of hate toward Hurts for some reason.
Yeah.
Um, but I think that's definitely flipped. Now I do. There is a video of Jalen Hurts like just only speaking in fucking Instagram motivational quotes. It's pretty annoying.
Oh, well,
Um,
he's Edgar Allan Hurts. I mean, that's who he
yeah,
is,
no,
bro.
it's
He's. I,
the
I
way he
told you, bro.
speaks.
He's very kumbaya. He's very
It's kind of
Jalen Hurts
annoying.
is. You're such a hater, bro.
I know.
The Eagles
I'm
fans don't.
allowed to because he's on
Eagles
the Eagles.
fans, they don't deserve a quarterback that calm. They don't
They
deserve a
don't know.
quarterback because
They
that's a quarterback that could
they
go into
deserve Mike
Philly.
Vick, dude.
That- That's two. God damn it. We're gonna make a swear jar or some sorts for
Yeah,
you.
it's alright.
You put a dollar in the jar. Devin,
McNabb
no,
was
I
cool.
think the who?
Donovan.
Donovan. Oh yeah, no, Donovan. I mean, Mike Vick, bro. I don't. Whatever.
No,
Mike Vick.
that was just a stupid
It's
joke, but
Vick. It's hilarious because Vick is Eagles. Vick, Jalen Hurts. I mean, but I don't know. Michael Vick. He was pretty calm for Eagles
he
fan
was.
base. Eagles fan base. I don't know. They don't deserve these calm quarterbacks. They need one that's like either as like
Nick
just loud
Foles.
and anxious. No, Nick
I don't.
Foles was
Have they had crazy quarterbacks?
Nick Foles was Gardner Minshew. I mean,
Yeah, it's like
I don't think
Gardner's like a. I don't know. He's like a shit kid. You know, he's just tugging at your ankles. He's
ah,
not that crazy. It's just kind of a nuisance. You know.
I don't know. He's like Theo Vaughn if he played in the NFL. It's just
Sure.
I
Yeah.
guess it is what it is.
Whatever.
No, honestly, Jameis Winston is the Theo Vaughn of the NFL.
James.
So
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yes.
take that back and replace him. Last team I got
Cat Williams
San Francisco 49ers.
for Cup.
The reason I say that is
Is
because
Ayuk a free agent or no?
that's a great question. I'm not sure. I don't think Steelers would have traded for him if he was only on a year left. But that's the thing. I don't know if Ayuk or Debo wants to be a 49er next year.
I don't think either of them do.
Oh, Ayuk
Um,
signed his extension before last season or before this season.
oh,
So,
he did sign his.
yeah,
I'm an idiot. Yeah.
we because yeah.
No, because he was a free agent. They
We
made a whole
literally
thing about him signing, or no, he had 1 year left. He
we
would have been
spent
a free agent. They extended him. Yeah,
no, we spent like a good 2 or 3 months talking about it, and like
him
so
and
many
Jaden Daniels,
segments.
him and whatever, him and this.
Uh-huh.
But now, which can put him on the market to be traded. I doubt that will happen. We'll see.
I mean, I don't think San Fran will be opposed to moving Ayuk. I don't think San Fran would be opposed to getting rid of Debo, and I don't think either of them would be opposed to going to a different team either.
Yeah.
And I'm not
hmm.
I'm not saying that's the trade, but I'm saying if they end up losing both Ayuk and Debo, Could always
Yeah.
call up the Rams and see what's up for see what the price is for Cooper. I mean, it's an option. But out of all these teams, or one maybe I didn't say, what's the one most likely and the one you'd want, the one you'd want to see?
None of them feel that cool. I think ideally I'd like to just see him stay. I guess. Like I mean, it's banking on the fact that like the Rams don't get a better situation out of this, whether that be another receiver or just someone in general.
Let's say staying isn't an option.
Yeah. Hmm.
Me personally, out of all these teams we talked about, Kupp being the 2 to Jamar Chase,
I was about to say I like the Bengals.
that would be
I
crazy.
thought about the Texans, but if they keep Diggs, who cares?
See, but that's what I would want to see. Cincinnati, him with Jamar, that's something like I think I'd want to see.
Yeah.
Most likely, I know
I
it
think most
sounds.
likely is him staying, but
I don't, bro.
actually, never mind. No, no. No.
He said he doesn't want to leave, and the Rams were like, too bad.
Well,
What's
they
the
said
price,
that they would put him on the trade market, so they're gonna listen to everything. If they don't get anything good enough, then
bro? Luka just got traded. Cooper Kupp's getting traded.
this should not be a new precedent be
This is
accepted.
the
We
new.
just
This
trade
is yeah,
superstars.
yeah. No,
This is not a
and,
thing.
and without even letting them know, like, I mean, there was a time where it was like, we're gonna bring in our third string like punt returner and be like, hey, we're letting you go. Sorry,
Yeah.
we got to do this to you. But now it's like, no, like, dude, oh, you
Like,
built our franchise up,
how do you sit we see all those videos like fucking Vontae Davis getting cut or whatever. How do you or traded? Um, how do you like be like, yeah, Luka, come to my office real quick?
well,
It's
no,
like
no,
you just got
it was
traded to the Lakers. Pack
it
your shit.
was, he left a phone, left a text and voicemail.
Who did?
That's what the GM or Dallas GM or owner or whatever they said. He was like,
He called and
like
left
there
a
was no
voicemail.
communication. Like he sent a text, and then called, didn't get an answer, left a voicemail, like all that. So it's like a real Hallmark movie moment. Like it's like this is this is
Did you see Seth's reaction to it?
no.
I don't know. They were at some like thing in the stadium. I don't know. There's a few of them together. Steph looks at his phone. He's like, they're like, good or bad, and he was like, neither. So there's, and now I think there's a lot of people's initial response was that it was kind of just like a weird swap. But
I
now
think
that
it
we've
was
talked about it, I think the Mavs look in a better situation than the Lakers do. So
and I think it was more shock.
you know,
I think it was shock, and then everybody right away wanted to give their take, give their this stuff,
yes,
and they
yeah,
didn't think about it. Like I mean, I'm not saying
yeah,
big brain really broke it down, but the more you think about it,
yeah,
it's like Luka and LeBron on paper or just in your mind. It's like that's really cool. Like,
yeah.
but in terms of like what that trade really did for Lakers, that's a future move. That's a future move, and we might be pushing LeBron out next.
We might be pushing LeBron out before Thursday.
We might be pushing LeBron out before
We
Thursday,
don't know.
which I mean, we
I
might have.
mean, you could probably put together a crazy trade for Brown and Brown. I mean, Bronny's coming with, so Brown and Bronny for
No, you can keep
who?
Bronny there, but
No, you gotta keep Bronny
I mean, I don't know. There's some players there's definitely some options. I mean, there were some rumors of Golden State floating around.
for
So
Brown.
who
There's some
knows?
rumors of KD
You know,
going back to Golden State.
um,
Apparently, Golden State called everybody.
that's interesting because we're about to get to
So
that. We are about to get to that, but to finish it off, I don't know if this sounds stupid, but most likely at this age, he doesn't have to move a muscle and is traded. Maybe he's a Charger. Maybe he's a
Charger.
Charger.
Yeah.
Maybe Cup is a Charger. They need him. The
Yeah.
Rams don't want him. It's the easiest move. I think I think that's probably the most likely. I would love to see him be a Bengal though. That would be entertaining.
Very. Yeah.
Um,
That'd be cool.
but you brought up actually two parts of
Two things. Yeah.
this next topic, which is the Suns apparently listening to KD offers.
Yeah.
the Suns are listening to KD offer. So after all this time, we sat here wondering when or if and or when Jimmy Butler was going to be sent to Phoenix to team up with KD and Book. They are listening to Kevin Durant offers, who said he don't got no problem with hooping when he's 40.
Exactly.
And I believe it. What are we doing? Like, why? What?
I'm I don't know how I feel, because it's like, it seems like everyone's kind of given up, which to an extent is fair. Like the fact that the Suns maybe don't feel like if they even do get Jimmy Butler that they have much of an opportunity. Maybe KD is the problem
No,
in Phoenix.
no,
Probably isn't. He
no.
definitely isn't the problem.
But
Um,
you take what you take, bro. You take the baggage. The baggage
but
that comes with KD, you gotta fucking take.
but also go see what you can get for KD. Maybe that could suit Book's game better, because you're gonna have Book for a while.
But you still got Beal, and bro. I'm
I know
saying,
you can. Yeah.
but okay, a week ago it was like, all right, all we need to do is get Beal to opt out of his trade clause or non-trade clause, and we can send him over to Miami.
But
Get
do you
Jimmy.
really think that Jimmy Butler's gonna improve that team way
Look,
more?
I think it's a better replace. I think it's. I don't.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
think
think
the NBA
I
needs to
don't think
shake up
shopping KD is a good option. I don't
at
think
all.
shopping KD. Fuck no, dude. It's Kevin Durant. He's top 5 right now. He's
All right.
top 5 yesterday. He's top 5 tomorrow. It's
All right.
Kevin Durant. When
All
we're
right.
talking about go get a bucket, it's go get a bucket. He's go get a bucket
Now,
Durant.
I'm saying for another team. I'm not saying for the Suns. I give a
No,
fuck about the
fuck
Suns,
that,
bro.
and fuck sending him to Miami. What are we doing? A Jimmy KD swap?
No, 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 no,
Absolutely
no,
not.
no, no.
Now we're just getting delusional.
Of course.
There's absolutely no reason for that. Shopping KD, I think, is absolutely ridiculous. There should be no reason why we're going, oh man, I guess if Beal doesn't want to go, we'll just get rid of the guy that, we actually want to build around and have
See,
next to
I
Book.
just kind of after this trade, it's like after this trade and after all the past 5 years that we've talked about this fucking sport and not really seen any impactful trades that have done anything to the NBA. I kind of just want to see shit get fucked up real quick. Fuck it up. Who cares?
No, but okay, but why
10
not?
people. Trade LeBron.
Fuck that. No, let's not fuck it up. If we're gonna
No,
have
fuck everything up.
if we're gonna have these blockbuster trades or move these people around, let's make it make sense.
No,
Trading,
Siakam and Halliburton for
no,
LeBron James.
no,
Make
absolutely
stupid
not.
trades.
No, no,
Get
what?
hammered.
No,
Make
no,
stupid shit up. Yes.
no. Let's
Ruin the
dial this.
NBA even
No,
more.
no. We need to dial this back. Dial this back because we're absolutely not. We don't need this. No, no, no. What we need to do is get Kevin Durant to not
Yeah.
feel like he's delegated to the corner. And that'll solve a lot of problems that Phoenix probably has. So,
All of their problems.
shopping Kevin Durant, don't think that's the best option. But because they are shopping Durant, we got landing spots. The first one, if you want to be if you want to be the biggest asshole, and you're the Miami Heat, and Jimmy Butler, all he wants to do is go be a Phoenix Sun. We give him what he wants.
You take Kevin Durant.
We take Kevin Durant. Obviously, I think that'd be a big waste of time on both players' parts.
But you
I mean,
don't think that Book, Jimmy, and Beal could do something?
no.
Now we do have to. I love KD. KD hasn't done a damn thing since he left Golden State.
In terms of,
Being able to put a team together.
I mean, is he the GM?
No, but I mean it's
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
Okay, so right now
Kevin Durant is gonna get what he wants.
he's in Phoenix, right? And you're saying he
I'm
can't.
saying he went to a Suns team that had made a finals before.
Okay, and then they get Bradley Beal, and it makes the team worse. Is that Kevin Durant's fault? I mean,
No.
how many times? Actually, to think about it, since the
But you think Book and KD are running it. No, and Book, KD, and Jimmy aren't running it either. So
Jimmy apparently is running everything, but since this
no, I
Kevin
mean
Durant, since the Kevin Durant fall off,
going to a finals.
since the Kevin Durant fall off, this would probably be the first time he's at least, instead of just, I don't know, either hating or getting mad or avoiding any explanation for not succeeding, he said the truth. He said, I feel like
Yeah,
I'm delegated to the corner. It's not,
but this
and
was a year ago.
bro, this could be okay, but listen, he could have been petty and forced his way out. Like he could have just done that again and said, "Fuck this, I don't want to be here, trade me." But he said, "No, I want to play with Book. I want this shit to work. This is how I feel. Can we fix this?" When has Kevin Durant ever done that? When has Kevin
Never,
Durant ever said, "Yo, this is how I feel. Can we
never,
do something about it? I don't want
never.
to leave." He's never done that.
Well, then how the
He
hell
could have
how
won
the hell are
four
we
more
still in this position
with
with the Suns team?
Bradley
We're
Beal.
still in this. Yeah, but it's like take him off the court then. Fuck him. Get rid of him.
That's what I mean. That's what we're trying to do,
I
and
know,
that's probably what's
but
going to
now the
happen.
Suns are going fuck that.
Well, no, I think they're
Let's
just
bounce
listening.
KD.
They're just listening. No, 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 no. I think after that trade with Luka and AD, every executive or every GM went, "Oh, okay, so we're calling everybody about everyone."
You know what sucks? Chris
What's up?
Paul's trade got vetoed apparently. Well, what was it?
Well, yeah. What do you mean?
15 years
Apparently, no,
ago.
yeah, yeah,
No, it
yeah.
got vetoed 15 years ago.
Oh, oh,
But no, we should veto trades for being stupid, not for being overpowering. Fuck you.
yeah. I mean, but what's
Like
are
you
you
shouldn't be
saying?
able to trade a fucking. There should be no. There should be like fantasy keeper. Like I can't trade Derrick Henry. You can't trade Luka. You pick one guy cannot be traded.
Well, I mean, yeah. I guess you could have. I mean, you could have either someone on a non-trade clause or you could just have someone
Whatever the fuck. Yeah,
listed as an
agreed.
untouchable. But either way, maybe that's that. And it's also like a power move. Like, hey, y'all thought this was a player. Y'all thought this was a
Yeah,
player
y'all
led.
thought this is player driven. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay, bet,
This might
bet.
flip, bro.
Luka to LA, bet.
Bounce. Yeah,
Let's see.
buy a house and
Let's see how much.
we're sending you across the country, bitch.
Go get your fucking real estate agent.
Yeah.
But I don't think Miami's an option. But there are other landing
No.
spots for Kevin Durant. I saw a lot of people pointing at the Spurs.
Mm.
And I mean,
Well, what's his nuts? Just
they already made the one move, and I mean,
which good for De'Aaron Fox.
if we're just gonna keep it real, which also Zach LaVine in Sacramento, beautiful. I mean,
Cool.
finally done
Good
in
for Zach.
Chicago,
Yeah.
something we
Yeah.
wanted. Which I mean,
And
both,
he gets the. I think Sabonis is probably going to stay, so
yeah. So
just be with Sabonis. So
I don't know what's gonna happen with the Kings, but I mean, De'Aaron Fox, KD, Wemby, shut the fuck up. What are we doing?
that's insane.
I mean, that's
But
a lineup.
I'm going to be interested in just seeing how this current lineup plays out for the Spurs. I don't think KD's going to go to the Spurs, but I think the current status of this team could improve
Why wouldn't
on
he?
how they've
Like
played. But
what would be your reasoning for KD not wanting to go to the Spurs?
I don't know if they have anything to trade.
I mean, does KD not seem? Oh, okay. I thought you meant in terms like he wouldn't like being a Spur. I feel like
No, I think it would work pretty great. I mean, I think that you would take the ball out of Wemby's hands a little bit, which is fine.
Spurs are like all basketball, and KD's like all basketball.
All basketball.
He could just go to San Antonio and just worry about
But
basketball.
you got no one to send.
Yeah,
Send
I
De'Aaron
mean,
Fox away?
you could probably. I mean, bro, you could build send Chris Paul back to Phoenix.
Chris Paul's not doing it. No.
Bro. I guess you could send whoever to wherever at this point.
This is
Golden
so
State.
weird. This is such a weird NBA now.
It is. You know why?
But I'm going to
Because
be honest. It was getting kind of stale.
it is.
But we wouldn't be talking about the NBA right now.
Okay,
Like
but think
last
about
year
this.
at this point in the year, nothing happened at the trade deadline. We were like, yeah, all right, cool, fuck that.
What was the biggest trade at the deadline last year?
I can't even remember. It was so bad.
I can't remember either. But think
I'm
about
not
this.
even sure the Lakers did a damn thing, dude.
Think about when, we were watching Golden State 4-1 LeBron with KD.
Yeah.
And there was a world where it was like, hey, 5 or 6 years later, y'all might be hype about them teaming back
Pairing
up.
back up. No.
Because apparently there's some conversations being had between Golden State and Phoenix.
Well, they've apparently talked to everybody. They've
Well,
called everybody. Jimmy, they were gonna make a trade with Jimmy, and Jimmy said, "I don't want to sign an extension with y'all."
Jimmy only wants to go to Phoenix.
Apparently, but what if
Mm.
KD's not there?
No, he pretty much said he only wants to go to Phoenix. Well, if he doesn't want to go, but see, that's the thing is Phoenix like avoiding Jimmy by getting rid of
What
KD.
if
It's
they
like it
trade
just
Jimmy
doesn't
for
make
Book?
sense. But the Warriors, they said they are determined to get a superstar or an all star, whatever you want to call it, next to Steph.
Yeah,
And I think it would just be hilarious if like you just packaged up a couple players with like Draymond and sent them for.
that'd be awesome.
Oh
But
God,
I think the Draymond thing, it's like mutual. It's like
probably. I mean,
no, but it's like no one wants Draymond, and this is the only team Draymond can kind of
well, I mean,
work out on.
in this stage of both of their careers, right? If I'm Golden State, it's like, hey, so we really need to we're trying to be contenders again.
Yeah,
So we're gonna bring KD back. And just to let you know, it's him over you. So just shut up.
yeah.
And you can stay on the team, and we'll see what happens. But
See, but the thing is now, it's like if you bring KD back, I think the two of them could play together for the rest of their careers. And you can be like, oh, they're 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, whatever. They're older. So it's really not that crazy of a thing. No Clay Thompson, blah, fucking blah. It's not that big a deal. It's not that big a problem. And yeah, just bounce Draymond. It's pretty easy.
pretty simple. And don't ask me why
You
I
think he's
said
going to
this.
the Wizards, though?
Absolutely not. Don't ask me why I
You don't think he
said
wants
this.
to go home?
There's absolutely no chance he's going to DC.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why I said this team. But it just seems like this team needs a spark. They need something, especially after their fall off from last year. The Pacers,
Yeah, I brought up the
obviously,
Pacers.
probably way too small market for them to be able to pull off a Kevin Durant trade.
Yeah, but yeah, no, agreed. But I can't sit here and be like I expected them to, or I didn't expect them to get a little bit worse or not improve or be the same or whatever. Like Halliburton's cool, had a good run. Siakam was impressive a little bit, but
Siakam is one of those
they were
players
really
that,
treating him like he was a superstar, like a up and coming superstar who's 30 fucking years old.
bro, that's because superstars, it got to a point where, like, I don't know, like
No, it got to a point
anybody,
where it was like, no, superstars are not helping teams. This guy is helping a team play well,
but like
and
superstars, you could just average like 18.
no,
And
for
it's
real.
like, these guys are superstars.
He was averaging like 24 or whatever, but
Was he though?
maybe,
That's the thing. Like, was
maybe.
he? I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Bro, we're casuals. We gonna sit here and act like we know what Siakam was averaging in their championship year.
In 19,
No.
it was probably like 18, maybe 16.
See, I have absolutely no clue. And do you know what would be fully cinematic in the NBA world if it all went full circle? If it all went full circle, KD ended up back in OKC.
Chet for KD.
Okay, so Luka just got traded from Dallas, right?
Yeah.
The Lakers are wasting any gas left in LeBron James' tank.
You think OKC fans want KD? I don't think so.
Okay, I hate to like break Thunder fans' hearts. This is just the truth.
Yeah.
This isn't hate towards the Thunder or towards Shy or whoever, whatever you think, wherever you want to direct the hate. Um, Dynasties aren't a thing in the NBA, and it's getting more and more. They're getting more and more further away from it being a league with just any type of dynasty. The closest thing you have is what, the Celtics, the Nuggets, maybe. I mean,
Sure.
just for in terms
Right
of
now.
like
Potential.
the potential.
Yeah.
But no, dynasties aren't a thing. And
Yeah.
a couple years down the line, when the Thunder aren't NBA champions, a lot of them are going to be getting way bigger deals from other teams, and
Yeah.
or just going to be getting moved because nobody is safe.
No.
Nobody is safe. So if we're gonna look at it through those lens and just maybe accept that, package up a couple young guys off that OKC team, say fuck it, bring KD over, and then boom, KD's back in OKC, wins their first title, first championship. There you go. It's KD winning it 2020 fucking 5. And,
That'd be
and,
cool.
and it just works that way. Because honestly, I mean, besides Golden State, I mean, I look, bro, it was like it's almost 10 years removed.
From Golden State.
Well, I'm saying from him leaving OKC, it's like
Well, that was what after the
2015,
15-16.
2016 season.
Yeah,
So, we were
damn near. Yeah,
about almost a
9
decade
years.
removed.
Yeah.
I think they're over it.
8-9 years. Yeah.
Like, I think they'll get, I think they're over it,
Yeah,
I think
but
they're
I mean,
over it.
there's also something to be said about the potential for this team to do something. But at the current status, I think you can replace Chet.
I mean, I don't know if we're just saying
KD.
necessarily. I don't know if we're just picking out, who we're going to replace necessarily, but I
But no,
mean,
I mean, I think the Thunder have a little bit of like a kind of cult following.
yeah,
They're a team to watch, but
but
maybe I was wrong
I
about
don't.
like maybe I was wrong about like the homegrown type of teams. Why don't we just say fuck that and just ruin the league again?
Well, that's
Start
part of. I
sending
mean,
guys away.
well, I mean, you don't have a homegrown team. I mean, most fan bases aren't homegrown, which leads to less. I
Celtics
guess,
are pretty homegrown.
which is why they're one of the only teams that have a chance of being a dynasty in
But
this
they were
era.
a homegrown team.
In this
The
era,
Nuggets, homegrown, probably a
let's
homegrown fan
let's be
base.
real, bro. KD and Russell Westbrook built that fan base.
For real.
They built that fan base,
Well, I mean, there
and
was no team there. It was
no matter what, how fans feel. I got into basketball like die hard watching KD and Russell Westbrook. Russell
yeah,
Westbrook became my favorite player. Obviously, Kevin Durant stabbed Russell in the back. We were in, whatever.
yeah.
It happened. It's over with. I think even if fans were butthurt then, they know a lot of them became fans because of Kevin Durant. He comes back 10 years later, gives them a championship in a theoretical world. Would you still hate him?
No,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
either way.
So I think after all that being said, he's gonna be in Phoenix February 7th. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think there's a way better chance
I
of
think it's more of a statement just
yeah.
to the league.
Mm-hmm. Which
Like,
it's also, but see, I don't know if KD cares though. It's like, okay, you gonna trade
no,
me?
I
That
mean,
sucks.
that's what's cool about KD. It's like he's got the championships. He's done everything. He's got scoring titles, the MVP, whatever. He wants to hoop.
Well, that was like the
So,
move to Golden State was like that's why like he was the one that was able to pull that off because he didn't give a shit. It's like no,
yeah,
like I'm Kevin Durant. All I need left is some championships. Let me get some Finals MVPs on top of that. Like,
send me some champions. Yeah,
let me go do that real quick. And then he like did that, and he's like, damn, I could get more rings. Fuck that. I want to go to Brooklyn. Like and
yeah.
then he just decided to
Well,
leave.
I mean, they tried to start something in Brooklyn, but they played about 14 games together, so it didn't really
Yeah,
work.
I mean, if in a world where code wasn't a thing, who knows?
Sure.
Who knows what would have happened with the Brooklyn Nets? Because I mean, dude, that's the biggest tree. That's the biggest three-headed monster flop ever. I mean, that could have been the most lethal. They'd be a lethal lineup. That Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie. We don't know what would have happened,
No, it would have
but
been awesome.
I think he stays in Phoenix. I don't think he goes anywhere. Um, yeah, I think he stays. Okay. Something I didn't expect, something I didn't expect, wasn't surprised by. Myles Garrett demands a trade out of Cleveland.
Yeah.
Like when I saw it, I was like, okay, makes sense. Like
Yeah.
you ran time. Time's up. You've done everything that you could do for the Cleveland Browns. I mean, what more could you really do?
Yeah.
So I think he's definitely going to be on another team next year. I mean, he's demanding a trade. I don't really think you want to tell bro no. Well, because
Yeah. I don't think he really cares about
I think he will
being a Brown
absolutely.
anymore.
He won't pull a Chris Jones because he won't waste his time going to a game.
But
You
no,
know,
he's not
you know what I
sitting in a
mean.
box.
He's gonna be sitting.
I'm
He's
gonna be
just gonna be
honest.
sitting at home. Won't even have the game on the TV.
Like, if
It
I
won't
didn't
even
have
have
to
it
go
on.
to a Cleveland Browns game, I don't think I would go to a Cleveland Browns
Exactly.
game.
Even if you were a Cleveland Browns employee, you
Yeah, I'm
know.
not going. Sorry.
So once again,
Welcome to the Dog Pound.
we got
Put your
another.
tongue back in your mouth, Stinky. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dog pound. Cut him some slack.
No, I was just talking
There's
about
some
Cleveland
sick
fan.
dogs. But there's obviously plenty of landing spots, plenty of potential trades for Myles Garrett. We talked about, KD and Cooper Kupp,
Cooper.
but this is somebody that's interesting because it's a pass rusher. So he could in my eyes it's like you've done everything you like okay, you're Myles Garrett. You've done everything you've done. Like you're already a historic. You're a legend. You're a guy. You're one of those fucking guys.
Yeah.
I think
You're
maybe
a DPOY.
wanting to get out of Cleveland, I want to go win games. I want to go be
I
a
think he
champion.
wants a Super Bowl.
I want to go win a Super Bowl. So, okay, you look at some of these teams, right? Like, okay, New England has a lot of money. But is he going to win a Super Bowl with New England? No. People were like,
I
oh,
made a
well,
bet with one of my Patriot fan friends that they're not going to win for the next 50 years.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you basically have a 50-year. Yeah, you basically have a trust fund that won't unlock till
It's a $50 bet.
2075.
So,
But yeah, you got
yeah.
$50 coming your way in 2075. But no,
Yeah.
inflation though, inflation. You got to count inflation. So whatever 50 years.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, no. So
$50 then money or $50
no,
now
it's
money?
got to be $50 then.
Now
So
money. Dang.
if
I
you
made the bet
win,
last year, too.
so no, win it. You should want to win because if you.
Well, now I'm afraid now I might lose. Depending on how inflation goes, it could be millions.
Or it
Or it'll
means
deflate.
it means
I got to
nothing,
give him 8
and
cents.
you owe him like a loaf of bread or some shit.
Sure.
Like, I don't know.
We're
Either
just
way,
back to the barter system. Whatever. Yeah. Patriots, they
cryptocurrency.
aren't winning.
See, it's like no, and people were like, "Oh, Mike Vrabel, he was a personnel consultant for the Browns last year." It's like that's cool,
Fuck off.
but I don't think that's not now. If he wants to go get an even bigger bag, I guess. But see, I don't think New England's doing that.
And now,
So it's like that's off the table for me. The pairing with Max Crosby in Vegas, that's a fun fantasy collab.
sure.
But guess what? It's Vegas.
Yeah.
You no, it's not. It's you might as well stay in Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's like when we're
Same
talking about
difference.
quarterbacks. It's like, okay, Aaron Rodgers. Do I want to go play in Vegas? Do I want to go play for Cleveland? It's like that makes the Jets look a little more appealing.
I
Staying,
know, but he had the San Fran option too, and he fucked that. So
he had a San Fran option back when he was in Green Bay. So
he had
I
a
don't
San
want
Fran option, a long
I
time
don't want
ago.
to hear none of that bullshit.
He actually had a San Fran option. San Fran had his option on draft night and picked Alex Smith.
Now I saw.
You know what would be funny? Everyone always talks about like, yo, what if San Fran drafted Aaron Rodgers? What if Green Bay drafted Alex Smith, and the same thing happened to the both of them?
I don't think the same thing would have happened to both of them.
No, I'm saying that had it been reversed, Alex Smith could have came out the better quarterback.
I don't know. I think Alex Smith's career was set up for exactly how it was set up for him. Besides the whole leg thing.
Besides the leg thing, that was.
Besides the leg thing, that was
Don't
like
wish
I don't
that
think.
on a man.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody was. I don't think that's a plot for anybody's. Life.
Well, no, actually, it was because it was the same exact injury that Joe Theismann had to a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, same yard line, same stadium. It was not same stadium.
And there was even more. Like,
same time on the clock,
similarity.
same down and distance. It was a bunch of weird shit. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It was very weird.
100%.
That was destined.
It was actually destined to happen because of all of the details, which is kind of crazy.
That was written in the book. He should have known.
A duo that I saw, a fantasy duo, instead of Max Crosby, Aiden Hutchinson. Obviously, there's a lot of pieces you could probably bundle up and get to trade over for Mr. Myles Garrett, send him over to Detroit and make them even more dominant. Um, which is pretty. I mean, here's the thing about the NFC North though. Any team, you could go to the Vikings, you can go to the Packers. I mean, you go to the Lions and just make
Apparently, you can
all
go to the Bears.
fuck that. You can make all three of those defenses look even more elite. You want to go waste your time? Sure, go to the Bears. But I think all three of those teams that made the playoffs from the NFC North.
What
Now,
about Cincinnati? It's the first move toward a better defense. The worst defense in the NFL, damn near probably 30th, plus one of the
so
best offenses in the league.
that is a beautiful theory. And if I'm Cincinnati, I absolutely dream of that and try my best. But I specifically wrote down AFC North teams, no chance.
True.
There's no way Cincinnati, or there's no way Cleveland is sending him to the Ravens or the
True.
Bengals or the or the Steelers. No, the Browns are not
Dude, the
sending
Browns
Myles
are the
Garrett.
Browns that stupid that they really think they got a chance? Yeah, they are. You're right.
No, it's
My
not that.
bad.
No. It's not that we think we have a chance. It's like we're not sending you to play you twice a year. Why would we do?
It's true.
We're not doing that. We know what
It's
you
true.
can do.
It's
Why
true.
would we do that?
It's true.
They're gonna send him to California. They don't have to worry about him ever again. I mean, that's something they can
Ooh, the
do.
Chargers.
You wanna really
What
make
about there with
sure
Bosa and Mac?
you want to really make sure that nah, Mac's leaving. You want to really make
Mac needs
sure.
to retire.
No, he actually said he's not retiring.
Good for him.
But no, he had a resurgence last year. He had a resurgence
But
last
can
year. He's like he's sought after in the free
the
agency
Chargers
market.
had a resurgence?
He played a part in it. He
I don't
played
know
a
how
bit.
football works.
Okay, he played a better part in their defense than Matt Judon did for the Falcons, and I'd say the expectations were
Fine.
absolutely flipped.
Fine.
But what was I saying? Oh, I mean, if you want to really make sure that San Fran defense stays strong,
Yeah.
you could make that move. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a move like that. But all right, I hate to be that guy, but there's a team where you go
Where there's
and you just don't really have to stress about getting a ring because it's going to happen, and it would piss 99% of football fans off.
and it what sucks is that it would be like oh, why is the Chiefs defense so good? It doesn't make any sense. And it's like, nah, fucking Myles Garrett is there, dude. And it's just
I mean, you already revived D Hop's career, and now he's gonna be something to fucking worry about on the Chiefs offense next year.
they apparently brought Kareem Hunt back to life. So
And if I'm the Browns, it's like, bro, nah, I'd rather see the Chiefs four-peat than let the AFC, let one of our rivals run with Myles Garrett. They'd rather see them four-peat than let the Ravens or the Bengals get a chance at Myles Garrett.
what about the Eagles?
There's no
What about us, dude?
no. I don't think y'all.
We're not the same poverty franchise we used to be, big dog. We just won 12 games. We just won 14 games.
Oh, okay, all right.
This is a different world now. I'm getting all high and mighty so that we can win 8 games next year.
I mean, hopefully y'all lock in on the DB, the DB cycle.
We need a better line too, but we also need a DB.
Yeah. I mean, the whole defensive, revamp.
The defense in general,
would
but
be cool. But it's
I'm
Kansas
excited
City.
for us to.
If I haven't said it already, it's Kansas City.
No, it's Kansas City or bust.
Fresh
I
off
said
the heels,
earlier, yeah.
fresh off the heels of Travis Kelce saying that he'll still be playing football 3 years from now. Yeah, 3 years from now, which I thought he was going to retire after this year, and he just said he's going to be playing football 3 years from now. So fuck the whole Kyle Pitts.
I might shed it, dude.
And they revive his career.
I'm real mad. Just stop trying to make me mad, dude. I'm gonna cry.
I mean, he said it. They were like, "Where do you see yourself in 3 years?" He was like,
"You know what sucks is that I didn't dislike Jason Kelce before all this stuff. I really don't like him at all.
I don't have a problem with Jason. I don't have a problem with Travis. I don't really give a shit.
No, I have a problem now.
What?
Because it's just fucking. It's terrible. Because
What?
their
What?
podcast, it was like, yo, we're gonna come on here and just talk shit. Now they're just like fucking brand ambassadors and shit. It's like, shut the fuck
Bro,
up.
that's what. Oh, don't stop it.
Like,
That's
y'all ain't
all.
talking football anymore. Y'all
That's
just talking
all.
about y'all's dick sucks.
That's all Shannon Sharp. I mean,
Peanut
that's all
butter
his.
dick sucks. Yeah, that's why I don't listen to Shannon Sharp.
Well, I mean, they're all. What
He's
do you
seen your
expect?
dick sucks.
What do you expect in 2025? You say all that now until you got a Manscaped ad read in your future. You sitting there.
Nah, we'll
Uh,
see.
ever had trouble in the downstairs? You'll be all over that
No ads,
promo.
dude.
All over that.
Nope.
Absolutely. Let's not.
I only do ads for Trojan condom punchers, hole punchers.
Oof. But
I'm kidding.
I do think
Contraception is good.
I do think there's a chance Kansas City gets their fucking hands on him. Especially if it's like, look, Myles Garrett, where do you want to go? You want to go
Just
there?
don't let him get his hands on a Porsche.
And you want to get a? What do you do with he?
Yeah, he flipped one.
Did Myles Garrett flip a Porsche?
Yeah.
With his hands?
Well, he was driving. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could see him just doing
No,
it.
yeah.
He
Didn't flip one.
Was he outside of the car?
No, he was in the car. He was driving
okay.
it, and he lied and said he was going 60 miles an hour, and apparently flipped a Porsche
Did we
7
talk about
times.
this?
Huh?
Was this a podcast thing?
Yeah, it was about 2 years ago.
Wow, I don't remember that.
People forget because I mean, well, they were like, I don't know. I forget the whole story, but he was like how fast were you going? He was like, it was like 35. He was like, I was going 60. He flipped the thing 6 times. He wasn't going 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely
maybe he was, but I don't know.
It's definitely the worst thing he's ever done, ever, to anybody in his life, to anybody ever. But he's definitely not going to be a Cleveland Brown. I think there's a better chance that KD's a Phoenix Sun and that Cooper Kupp's a Ram next year than Myles Garrett being a Brown. And I would say, I don't really have a prediction because I think all of these teams,
all options are viable.
All of these contenders who already have, elite defenses, I think are all in the same ballpark of possibility. Like wherever they stand, whether I think it's, a low or high or I don't know. I don't really have a prediction. What I want to see, probably, I don't know. It's something about them NFC North teams. It's something about I feel like Minnesota was more one and done. So maybe Detroit. I mean, Detroit would be crazy if he ended up being on the Lions next year. Him and Aiden Hutchinson. Now that's a duo that would be interesting to see. And I did write down Washington. Yeah, no, I said y'all are probably spam calling. Y'all are definitely probably spam calling. Y'all got.
I mean, hopefully we have some pull now, but I mean, even if we don't,
well, y'all
I want to see us put our name out there.
Y'all got pull. Y'all are a team that players are going to want to play for now. Y'all won 12 games. Y'all got the cap space. So y'all are like New England.
We have so much space.
Y'all are like New England where you got the cap space, but you're already winning games.
Exactly.
So I think that's honestly y'all probably up there in the higher possibilities of getting your hands on.
It's not a bad option though.
But all right. Last thing before we get out of here, we got Guess the Athlete, Devan. I got some facts.
Let me just. I don't have anything else to say, right?
About.
It's just any of that stuff.
Anything. I don't know. I mean, shit. We've been yapping.
I don't think so. But
we do have
no.
What's up?
I don't have a problem with Manscaped ads or ads. Podcast ads have been a thing since the dawn of podcasts. There are other conversations that are no longer free. It's all about, hey, how's your girlfriend doing? Oh, did you see that thing? And it's just this terrible bullshit. Kylie has her own podcast. I'm gonna be honest. Who the fuck listens to her?
A lot of people, apparently.
They got bots like a motherfucker just listening to Kylie Kelsey's. I have nothing against that woman. She's probably a great woman. But god damn it, I'm not listening to her for 3 hours.
Well, I don't think you're the target audience.
Who is?
People like her, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
NFL wives? I don't know. But all right. We got Guess the Athlete. I got some athletes. I got some facts for those athletes. And you're gonna guess them. All right. First player. He has 6 receiving records from his SEC school that he played for. He, alongside the football, he played in the Under Armour All-American baseball game.
Mm.
He has an NFL record, 6 straight 125 receiving yard or more games. So 125 yards or more in 6 straight games.
Oh.
Oh, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want
Out of Ole Miss, A.J. Brown.
It is A.J. Brown. All right. Well, the way to make that.
Well, it was.
No, it's fine. No, way to make that not fun.
Well, no, I thought we did the three guesses.
No, three guesses. I just had some funnier ones.
No, what?
Oh well, his real name's Arthur.
See, but I'm glad I didn't hear that because that would have fucked me up.
See,
well,
I
already knew the AJ.
I probably should have put that maybe first or second, but real name Arthur. And then if you weren't there, this was gonna be the gimme. Swole Batman. Swole Batman.
Swole Batman. I didn't need Swole Batman.
Swole Batman. But I mean, Arthur Swole Batman.
I see. Arthur would have thrown me off. Swole Batman would have brought me back.
But okay, all right, okay, all right.
What gave it away was the receiving record, because I remember that, hearing about that. DK was the first thought with the SEC, or one of them, just because of Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. And then baseball made me think AJ as well.
I didn't know you knew AJ played baseball. All right.
I've heard him talk about it.
Let's see. Let's spice it up a little bit then. Let's raise the bar. This next player played for 3 different colleges. His middle name is Flint.
Michigan?
Flint
Lockwood.
His total record in the NFL is 24-35. Okay. 3 colleges.
I don't have a position.
Middle name Flint. 24-35 in the NFL.
Let me throw out a small guess.
Okay.
Gardner Minshew.
God damn it, dude.
Are you serious?
What the fuck is up with you? Come on. Let me get my facts off.
That was a...
God damn it, I knew it. As soon as you were like, can I get a little guess? I was like, you fucker, dude. You fucking
Well, it was a lackluster record. It was the Flint. No one else in the league has a middle name Flint. I think I heard something about it, how he's got a weird middle name. And then
he's a junior. He's a junior, but his dad's name isn't his name.
Oh, really? They just threw a junior on.
But they threw the 2 on there.
They threw a junior on it, yeah. Wait, a 2 or a junior?
It's the the 1 II or 1-1, whatever the fuck.
Oh, so it's probably his grandfather's name.
Well, no, it's his dad's name is Flint, and he's Gardner Flint Minshew, the second.
Yeah, but his grandfather's probably Gardner Flint Minshew.
I don't know. I feel like AI overview on Google would have broken that down for me, because the way they said it, they were like, nobody really knows where the junior comes from.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I could look up his grandfather.
Well, the second is different from junior.
I would probably disagree.
No, I know that.
I've never heard anybody go by the second and they're not a junior.
No, I know, but it's a thing.
No, maybe in like...
Well, it's a thing. Women don't usually do it, but if it's grandfather skips a generation to grandson, you're a second, not a junior.
Still, never. I'm gonna need one example before I can believe you on that one. Never seen it. I need one. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Well, he was 1-time Pro Bowler, and he was on 4 teams. 4 different teams. All right, last player.
I don't know what 3 colleges he played. I know he played for Eastern Washington. Or Washington.
And then one was like
Washington State.
One was like a community. I don't
probably
know.
JUCO in there.
He played for 3. He played for... I can't remember either. All right, last player. Let's see if it takes more than... It's probably not. God damn it, dude. After that, I mean, shit.
Well,
Who you
those were
been?
tough.
So you were bullshitting these first couple rounds when we were
No,
playing last
there's
episode.
fucking real hard ones.
Because I
There.
was giving you a couple and you were like, "Oh, I don't know."
You were hitting me with defensive players, brother. Offensive players, I got this.
Okay, all right.
You hit me with
okay.
a Teron Arnold or some shit.
Okay, so this player has the most games with 10 or more receptions. Okay.
In history?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. He's the first player with 1,000 receiving and return yards.
In a year?
Mm-hmm. First player with 1,000 receiving and return yards in the same year. He's played for 3 teams.
I have a guess. It's probably not it. Deshaun Jackson?
It is not Deshaun Jackson.
I didn't think so. At 10 receptions, he's not. No.
It is not Deshaun Jackson.
He would average probably about 4 receptions.
He was a 6th-round pick.
Damn. I don't know.
No guess?
For a 6th-round pick?
6th-round pick. 3 teams.
3 times.
Most 10-plus receiving or 10-plus reception games.
1,000 yards receiving
and return yards.
I'm trying to think of who return was.
Let me know when you need the last.
Who's returning that bitch like that?
Out the 6th round.
Percy?
No.
Didn't think so. Out the 6th, bro.
You need that final?
Yeah.
1-1 in Super Bowls.
1-1 Super Bowl. What the heck is going on? Jules?
No.
What?
1-1?
What the fuck is wrong with my head? I'm an idiot.
1-1? Come on.
Yes, I'm gonna cry now.
Come on. 1-1.
Who won a Super Bowl?
3 teams, 4 rosters.
You hit me with that for another guy, and the roster thing didn't.
Well, it was one was a practice squad. He was on a rostered at one point, but wasn't ever officially on a team.
Cool.
1-1 in Super Bowls. 3 different teams. Most receiving yards or 1,000 receiving yards and return yards in the same year. Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking, fuck.
Oh, man.
Dude.
Oh, man. All right. I guess I'll ask if you have a final guess, and then I'll have to give you the answer.
I'm trying to think of like receivers who won.
Receivers who return punts.
They've won Super Bowls.
Won Super Bowls. Lost Super Bowls, maybe. Drafted late. Obviously turned out to be a pretty good receiver.
Marvin?
No.
Reggie?
No.
Hines Ward?
It's not Hines Ward.
He's 2-1, no?
Hines Ward won. No, he won with this. He won
06,
and then he lost.
Did he win in 09?
Oh, won in 09 and then lost in 11.
So 2-1, yeah.
So 2-1 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right. The answer. The player who is tied with who is tied with Devontae Adams for the most 10 or more receptions in a game, or games with 10 or more receptions, who returned 1,000 yards worth of or who returned 1,000 yards and caught 1,000 yards in the same year, who played for 3 different teams, was a 6th-round pick, lost a Super Bowl, and won a Super Bowl.
Mohamed Sanu? No.
It's Antonio Brown.
Bro, the Super Bowl things fucked me up. God damn.
2011. He was on the
Dude,
roster. He was
I
on the
swear to
team.
God, I was like, yeah, it sounded exactly like AB. I had the flash of him kicking a punter in the fucking face, and then I was like, this motherfucker did not play in Super Bowls like that.
When I added the one roster, like Raiders, maybe you think of Raiders and you're like, oh, okay, maybe he was that player was on a roster, but he wasn't on that team.
I
He was
forgot he was
on.
on that Bucks team.
I forgot he was on the Patriots.
I I remember him being on the Patriots because that was
Well,
right when all that stuff came out.
yeah, but how did you forget he was on the Bucks? I mean, that was the yeah, that was he walked out mid game
No, I
the
know.
Bucks.
I forgot he was. I don't know. I
Antonio
wasn't
Brown.
thinking about that.
I'm
It's been so long.
personally I'm happy because you got them first two way too
I know.
low. So
I know.
I'm
Well,
kind
I
of
mean,
glad
when you think about facts about AB, you don't really think about Super Bowls. He wasn't too involved in that Bucks one,
nah, he wasn't. But I mean, hey,
and he wasn't involved in the loss against the Packers either.
he was not. He was not. But it was Antonio Brown for the final answer for Guess the Athlete. But Devin, we talked the blockbuster trade, Luka and AD, Rams shopping Cup, Suns shopping KD, Myles Garrett getting shopped because he's demanding a trade, Guess the Athlete, a whole bunch of shit. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I don't know. I like to double apologize to Tank Dell. I'm sorry. Wear whatever you want. I like your outfits.
Oh shit. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I think that was okay. I'll stop you there. I'll stop you there.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
good.
It's
That was a
gonna
good
get
way to
much
stop
worse
it.
from here on out. So.
So, all right. Well, hopefully, y'all enjoyed this episode of On It. We'll be back on Saturday to predict the Super Bowl. To
Who cares?
look at.
I'm watching the
Well,
Puppy Bowl, dude.
I care. I care. I
I
care.
don't.
It's a Super Bowl. We're gonna see. We'll see the Chiefs three-peat, but we're gonna talk Super Bowl. We're gonna talk, I guess, post trade deadline for the NFL and NBA. We'll have a lot to talk about next episode. But with all that being said, it has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.